Okay, so today we have an interesting topic to contemplate on, which is pondering on the fact that are rocks conscious? Most people would say that these are not conscious, but there are some instances of mystics and gurus when they say that rocks are conscious. Well, let's see if there's some truth in that. So, in our last video, um, we saw that a human, let me draw a human here. So we saw that a human is uh, generally thought to be conscious, right? You see a human as yourself, right? Imagine this to be you. Would you say that you are conscious? The answer is a yes, right? You are conscious, just like we saw in the last video. But what is truly conscious? Who is the true you? Is your body truly you that is conscious? You would, if you think about it, you will understand that the body is not truly you. It's just a mechanism, it's just a machine that operates based on what the mind tells it to do, isn't it? So the body is not truly you, and you come down to the mind, that this is the faculty that is giving all the orders to the body. Now, is the mind truly the one who is uh, controlling everything? Yes, to some degree, but who is it controlling everything for? Who is it uh, generating ideas for? Who is it processing all the experiences for? Who is it storing the memories for? And you would see that the true witness of all the experiences is actually just the core of you, which is just the very fact that you are conscious, right? So, consciousness is at the core of you. We discussed this, and I'm just recapping this in this video right now. That consciousness is the essence of you. It is what lies at the core of you, right? The mind does all the processing, but who does it process all experiences for? Who does it generate ideas for? Who is it truly thinking for? It is just the witness that is the witness of all the experiences and thoughts and actions and whatever is happening around. It's just consciousness at the very core of you. That is the true you. And we also saw that are other people conscious? Because you can surely say that you are conscious, right? But is another person also conscious? And while we cannot access their own experience of consciousness, so to speak, but we can at least see that they are very similar to us. They have a similar body, they have a similar mind. Even if it's not similar, it's they at least have a mind, right? They operate in a similar fashion to us. So it is safe to assume that they also have a consciousness, right? They are also conscious. And also, there is no evidence that these consciousness are two different consciousness. Like my consciousness is separate from their consciousness. That may or may not be true. And if you experiment enough with it, you will find no evidence that points at the fact that your and the other person's consciousness is not the same. It is the same consciousness that is experiencing everything through everyone, or everything maybe. And that brings us to the question, is a rock conscious? I'm going to do my best effort to draw a rock. This seems like a very geometric rock, but then everything is geometric. Um, yeah, is a piece of rock also conscious? Well, the common answer is no, it's not conscious because um, Like, say, yeah, it doesn't show any signs of being conscious, right? Just like we cannot tell for sure that it's conscious or not, but just like your friend here, we can assume that they are conscious because of the similarities between uh, our friend and us, right? But a rock is not even similar to us. It exhibits no signs of experiencing anything. But then maybe it's just incapable of expressing, but it is conscious, right? So it's not really a no here. It's not really a clear no. It could be conscious. Yeah. Now, if we look at this consciousness as the foundation of all of our existence, it is truly the true you, isn't it? Your body will die, your mind will die, but will consciousness die? No, because it is shared with other people. How will it die? It wasn't born either. Your body and mind, your body mind mechanism was born. The body mind complex was born. It is what went through all the changes, but the consciousness is at the core of everything. It never changes. It is at the core of, of all of our experiences. It is truly the one who is experiencing everything. So now, is a rock conscious? If consciousness is the foundation of everything in existence, it will also be the foundation of some lesser sentient things like a tree, right? A tree is also conscious to some degree, right? Some trees and uh, plants, they exhibit signs of sensitivity, of experiences. They react to their surroundings, right? They react to stimulus. If, like a sunflower reacts to when the sun is out there. So there is experience and there is a response to that experience. So sentience is there, but are they conscious? One can never tell. And that is what is precisely called as the hard problem of consciousness. One can never tell. But if we decipher consciousness in this way, that it is at the core of our very being and everything else in existence, you would see that consciousness would also be the foundation of, of the tree's existence and also of the rock's existence, right? Then what is the difference? It's just that the rock is not at the level of expression as a tree, right? And the tree can also express itself by showing signs of sentience, like reacting to the sun coming up, reacting to the seasons, reacting to when insects come near it, like the Venus flytrap. It captures flies when a fly comes near it, right? And a human is at a level of sentience, or what we generally call as a level of consciousness, that that is much higher than a rock or a tree, right? So in this scale, if you call it the scale of consciousness, you would see that if you call a human as conscious, then in a similar way, we cannot directly observe their consciousness, like we cannot directly through observation, there is no signs of them being conscious, but through an analytical evaluation, we reach at the core of our very selves, which is consciousness. And in that way, we can see that everything is made out of consciousness. It would be the building, um, not even the building block, but the foundation of everything in existence. So to sum it up, I would say that if you call a human as conscious, then a tree is also conscious. It's just not conscious to the degree, to the human level of consciousness. And even a rock is conscious, but not at the human level of consciousness, but at a rock level of consciousness, right? Right? So if you call a human conscious, a rock is also conscious, but not to the same degree as humans. It cannot express itself, it cannot express itself. That is it. But if you go deeper and try to understand what consciousness truly is, you would see that only consciousness is truly conscious. If you see a human, what about a human is conscious? Is it the body? No. The body does all the actions based on thoughts which are being provided by the mind. But is the mind conscious? No. It is witnessing things. For whom? For our true selves, which is consciousness. So only consciousness is truly conscious, right? So, in that sense, a rock is not conscious, and neither is a human. Only consciousness is truly conscious. I'm not giving you a straight answer here, but you would see my dilemma why I'm not able to give you a straight answer here. It's a matter of perspective. But if you see beyond perspectives, if you see from here, if you see from the perspective of a human being conscious, then even a rock is conscious to some degree. It's just not as conscious as a human. But if you see what part of a human is conscious, you would see that only consciousness is truly conscious. That is from the perspective of the perspectiveless perspective of consciousness, if that makes any sense. So that will be it for today. Do contemplate on this.